Welcome to Autographers Anonymous, a place where we discuss our addiction to the greatest hobby in the world. Let's go around the room.
What's up, guys? This is Mike from the Autograph Network, aka The Godfather, and it's April 2nd, so I don't have any jokes. Next.
Go.
Troy.
Okay. Hey, everybody, my name is Troy Rutter, aka TTM Troy, and I do enjoy me a good TTM success.
Hi, this is Chase from Chase and Inc., and informed delivery is my best friend.
How you doing? This is Andy Summers, aka Andy Summers, and I prefer blue Sharpies over the black ones because they come in much clearer.
And I'm Zane Savage, and we should have got the order of the intros done before the show. Actually, I'm Zane Savage, and I hope this show goes better than the start of the Cubs season. Let's start this off with new returns. By the way, this is the prep for the show. I'm just telling you guys ahead of time here has been chaos. So what you can expect on today's show is probably chaos. So enjoy. Let's start with new returns, and let's start with Mike as always.
All right. And just a disclaimer, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you see Andy Summers over there. I can't hear what he's saying. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Google. Appreciate it, Google.
All right.
Thank you.
I got TTMs in, got a trade and some purchases. First, I want to thank Chase from Chase and Inc., fellow co-host. We completed a trade. I picked up some Star Wars magazines that were signed for my Star Wars collection, and he also made a very generous donation of 8x10s, some 5x7s for the Autograph for a Cure cause. So thank you, Chase. Some amazing stuff that I have not gotten posted yet because I just haven't had time. Couple highlights: Jamie Lynn Sigler, Sopranos, nice
Hey, Mike,
8x10
sign behind me.
Ding. Where was the Star Wars? Oh, Morgana. I love this one because if you can see her autograph, check out the M.
Yeah, and that doesn't say best wishes, it says breast wishes.
Breast wishes. Cool Ray Park, who played Darth Maul, 8x10 custom, was also Toad, and some G.I. Joe stuff. So thank you, Chase, for making a donation. I greatly appreciate it. It wasn't necessary, but awesome. Purchases. Love being part of the social media network of collectors because I was able to pick up, I got 5 pucks signed by the Tampa Bay Lightning, Steven Stamkos, Victor Hedman, Vinny Lecavalier, one of the greats. This one's really cool because it's got a cool inscription. First NHL goal. This is Eric Chernak, one of my favorite young guys on the Lightning, and Braden Point. And the guy's trying to get rid of his Tampa Bay stuff, so I'm actually picking up, I think, 10, 12 more pucks coming in. So,
just an idea here. If somebody wanted to start a puck collection, to get a puck sign that says Puck You and then put the signature, that would be an awesome collection of just getting people to sign Puck You. I don't know how many people would do it, but just a collection idea. So
there you go.
You're welcome.
All right. TTM returns. This is Artis Gilmore, NBA Hall of Famer, signed 2 of 3. That one's a cool shot. Hockey return, Brian Rafalski. Of course, anytime I can get somebody with the Stanley Cup, get a picture signed because it's the most awesome trophy ever. Played with the Red Wings. Got this in today, Doug Jones, and anybody that collected cards during the junk wax era will remember a card like this. This was the Dream Team series. I just liked it because he had the flame on the ball. Signed all 4 photos, and I'm also requesting, if they want to send anything for autographs for Akir. He sent, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards.
Oh,
Wow.
Troy Rudder.
Hmm?
Ooh,
Ooh.
fancy blue one.
Well, that's 89.
it's
but
88. No,
No,
88.
it's an
88.
88. Isn't that
Yeah.
what you're doing?
91,
Yeah, okay.
but it's still cool.
The other blue set.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he did an awesome job. So thank you, Doug Jones.
Great.
This one I tracked down on my own, and I'm surprised he signed. Tim Donaghy. And if you guys don't know who that is, he's a disgraced NBA referee who went to prison for point shaving
I
and
bet your ass he signed.
fixing games. Cool shot with Jordan, and a cool shot with Kobe. So I spent, I think, almost a year in federal prison. Harry Potter. This is Sally Metramore, Madam Prince, and also the Harry Potter and the movie and the video game. So we love our Harry Potter because the Harry Potter lands at Universal Studios are awesome. Henry Ellard, football player for the Rams, signed my photos, and he also included some stuff for autographs for Akir, which included the 89 scorecard, which is one of my all-time favorite football sets. That was awesome. Lindsay Duncan, Star Wars Return, voiced TC-14. That was in the, what is that, Phantom Menace?
I'd prefer not to remember, but probably.
It wasn't that bad.
Are you an angel?
Yeah.
Now this is pod racing. Priscilla Presley finally signed for me. Of course, the wife of the king, actress, model, but she was in The Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen. And there's a picture from her wedding from Elvis.
Wasn't she like 16 or something?
No, I think that was, who was the other one? Great Balls of Fire guy.
I thought she was really young when she got married.
She was young. I don't know how young, but yeah.
Dave Anderchuk, who was a Hall of Fame player for the Lightning, as also part of the announce team, signed 3. We'll talk about this later, but this is the reason I like map photos. Monica Abbott on a glossy, and you can see it's kind of rubbed off because it's on the back of this photo.
Oh,
she didn't let it dry.
yeah.
But 2 of them turned out. She's a Olympic softball player.
That
And
looks like Jason Alexander's signature.
What's that?
It almost looks like Jason Alexander's signature.
Close.
Weird.
But she signed the first $1 million contract for softball. So she's awesome. Very cool return. Andy Buckley. You might not know him from this photo, but if you guys were a fan of The Office.
Yeah.
He played, where is he in that one? David Wallace. And had him sign a Dunder Mifflin. He signed the back of them all. And he also sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 business cards. These are Dunder Mifflin
That's cool.
business cards. And he put some sayings on the back and signed it David Wallace, but it's Dunder Mifflin, CFO, CEE owner of Dunder Mifflin.
President Michael's going to be buying one of those off your set.
So stay strong, come work with us. Hope you're smiling. We're hiring, and we're hiring 2 of those. That's little sayings on the back. So that's pretty cool. Big return here. Rock god and horror movie maker Rob Zombie. This was out a long time. I actually signed 3 of 3 Devil's Rejects, and he remade the Halloween movies. I was hoping his wife would sign, but she did not. Hall of Fame, Floyd Little, signed 2. And if I remember right, requires a donation because here's the price list that came with it.
Floyd Patterson. I think you cut out on the last name there.
Floyd Little.
Little.
Floyd Little. Football cards, $15, 8x10s or 11/16s, $15. Copy of his book, $15. Mini helmets, 20. Large helmets, 25. Footballs, 25, and football jerseys, 25.
Just so you know, I put a recommendation in Star Tiger to have a upload section for price lists, and he shot it down. So
Really?
yeah, because I think he just got done editing the site and changed a bunch of stuff. So like, it's that guy that comes in at the last second after you like work for months and months. He's like, "Hey, by the way." So maybe in the next rendition, but he seemed really standoffish about it. He said you can just do it in the forums, is what he said, or something like that.
Yeah, and you can add it to each like individual listing if they charge. You can put a little note in there.
Right, but I just figured it'd be easy to do the price list, upload them, and
scan it,
and have a section there for it. But
apparently,
what do I know?
Roman Gabriel was a quarterback, signed to Sports Illustrated. He actually requires a donation too. And last one, this is Tom Cook, who did some animation work for Super Friends, He-Man, Masters of the Universe cartoon, and the Super Friends there. And I think that's pretty much it. I'll throw out a little teaser. If I've got something coming in that is a holy grail autograph for my wrestling collection. So I've got to get it authenticated, but it is the cream of the crop. I don't think I can get anything better. So
I think I know who it is then.
And we're all out of gum.
A little teaser.
Let's throw it to Andy.
All right. I go through. It's been a while since I've been here, so I got like stacks, but I'm gonna try and keep it kind of
pick some good ones.
Yeah. All right. One of my idols growing up. No. First one. This one took about 7 years on a movie cover that I've never seen or ever heard of. Came back from Eric Estrada. The movie is called Shattered Dreams.
Dude, he's been in some clunkers. Like, there's a movie called Cool Cat. I urge you guys to look at some footage from Cool Cat. He stars in that. It's a kid's film.
Oh, I got one that's even better. It used to be on at like 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. It was Do or Die with him and Pat Morita. And it's basically it's soft porn. That's all it is. It's like, never mind. It is like the weirdest movie, but that's all it is.
It's a film credit, man. It's a film credit.
All right. Next, I don't know if there's any Junkyard musical fans, but Patrick Mazingo signed 2 cards. Not a big Junkyard guy, but signed those. But he sent along his UK schedule, a couple stickers, and a couple of guitar picks. So I can throw those all together. A couple of pitcher returns. First one is Max Archergia, who played Crazy 8 on Breaking Bad. Signed 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, you're going to catch on a little theme again here. Next one is Brad Savage. I think I sent to his production company, but he was in the original Red Dawn, which was a great movie there. Next, the Karate Kid himself, Ralph Macchio.
Oh, you got that TTM?
Yeah,
nice.
3 of them actually.
He's a con guy, so I'm surprised.
Got 3 and 3, and actually that was under like 2 weeks, I believe. So I must just caught him just right.
I think aren't they making a new Karate Kid show or something? I think.
Yeah, it's Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
it's just on YouTube, I believe.
YouTube Red.
So maybe that's why he's signing and do some promotional stuff. Because I haven't
Next,
seen
this
him.
is Jamaica Bitchu.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it's Bitchu. Bitsui. Bitchu.
Andy, we don't use
Whatever.
that kind of language on this podcast.
Hey, we're not regulated. All right. He was on again, Breaking Bad.
Looks like a nice guy.
Yeah, this is I believe this is right before Gus slit his throat.
Does he
And
have
he
any
put
other
on the-
looks that he does in the show?
I don't think he smiles
every
whatsoever.
single photo you have, he's like,
Yeah. Yeah, he's pissed off in every one of them. All right. Next, everyone's favorite Walking Dead signature, who's an automatic, who's in a total of 2 episodes. Jeremy Ambler, who was the highway walker. So you send him anything, it coming right back automatically. And I actually found Walking Dead cards with him on the cover walking with the other walkers. I was like, I how to do this thing. And as I look at this, I noticed he signed actually the back of these too. Wish I noticed that before. All right, another Breaking Bad success, which was a bonus. This is coming from, I got his name over here, John Koyama, who played Amelia. Yeah, Amelia. On Breaking Bad. Sign that one. Sign that one. And as an added bonus, he sent me a padded envelope, and I got a Breaking Bad hat.
nice.
I threw in there with it.
What the hell do you put
Wow.
in those letters?
Jealousy's running through now.
Did he sign the hat though?
I never even looked. No. It's a nice fitted hat, but don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it. All right.
Put it on the wall.
Next. Yeah.
Send it back out and get it signed.
Yeah. Next, Bobby Shantz, who was the MVP back in 52.
He's still alive?
He is. He's like 93. He actually sent me this picture. But the funny thing is, I sent them this. I used to go to a card show, and they used to print these flyers up of who was going to be there. This is from a signing from December 13th, 98. I went to my parents' house a few weeks ago, and I had a bunch of these. So I sent it to him. I say, hey, fill it up with inscriptions. And he added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inscriptions on it.
Wow.
That's awesome. There's
Yeah,
a bunch of those 60s MVPs that a lot of people, like, they were really good for 1 or 2 years, and then they kind of dropped off. Dick Groat was one who also played, like, baseball.
Yeah,
Pretty
he's
sure
still
he
around.
Huh?
Yeah, he's still around, right? Yeah.
I think he's still around, yeah.
Yeah. All right, next, Baseball Hall of Famer. I threw in a donation of $20, and I got these back in 2 months for my sets, all modern. So if you need them for your set, Troy, $10 a piece. Mark the envelope there as a donation. He'll get to it. Nah, I don't want to do this. Next, this just came in. I was actually really surprised. This only took 6 years. Football Hall of Famer Curtis Martin.
Was that from the original Project Hit the Deck on Autograph Week?
No, these are old football playing cards.
Hey, he can hear me. Wow.
Yeah.
We'll fix all that. The only problem is
weird.
that Mike can't hear Andy. That's the only one that's the issue. So.
Well, I might be able to fix that. I see a little mute thing next to Mike.
No. He did that.
Ah, you little ass. Next with donation, Al Kaline signed 3 of 3. Then 2 cards plus a jumbo card.
Power signer for now. Like he was a power signer, and then when I needed stuff for my fan favorite set, he decided to be an a-hole and do the flat signature with no definitive letters, just kind of an A and a K. So I got that several times, and I think he was on donations at that time. But now it appears he's signing it again. So
yep,
very cool.
All right, a couple more. Another paid signing for Jim Cott. For my set, like he was 5 of 10. One of these. Another paid one, Vern Law, who was the 60 Cy Young. These big giant BAT cards.
I can't believe all these guys are still alive. Like these are guys I wrote too, like when I first started the hobby, and they were old then.
Yeah, well, here's an old one. Pete Ward. This guy is in his 90s too, I believe.
Wow.
Again, I found those in my parents' house. Just a quick one. Not anyone's gonna ever heard of him, but minor leaguer Jim Smith. He had sent me a note, and he said it's been years since he signed a card, so he was very happy.
Could have used a better Sharpie.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that one.
It was probably the same Sharpie he signed his last card with. And it was just like laying in the corner. He's like, time to dust off the old Sharpie.
Yeah.
Oh crap, this really is an old Sharpie.
I hope I get to use it today. Jockey on a mini card. I forget his name.
Steve Buscemi?
No.
It looks like
Chris
Steve Buscemi.
McGowan. I don't know. Again, had it laying around. He sent it back. Brad Garrett signed his Finding Nemo card.
Oh, nice.
And Larry Brown.
Yep.
Hold on. I'm getting to the ones I wanted. Hold on. There we go. And he's Saved by the Bell, the college years. Patrick Fabian, who's the professor on the show. And that one.
Look at that mullet. Power mullet.
Yeah. I had sent to Brandon Ross right around that Christmas time. I got him back right away after that.
Norwalk, Iowa.
I like how you just skip through the ones that are like, wow. You're like, this minor leaguer. Let me tell you this story about this minor leaguer. Brendan Ross, he's like one of the biggest superheroes nowadays. No big deal.
All right, for the wrestling fans, Paul Roma signed 4-4 from Power and Glory with Hercules. Roland Gardner, the Olympian wrestler.
I just said Rowan Gardner, and I thought of The Rookie, the movie.
Yeah,
Henry Rowan Gardner.
Roland Gardner. Missy Hart from WCW, which I normally read she charges, but she signed those, no problem.
We have a correction from John Snyder in chat. He says Pete Ward is 81 years old, so you were wrong.
Did he really look?
Yeah.
God, do not ask me.
That's what chat is. That's what chat is for, my friend.
It's for not helping you out anymore, Johnny. You're cut off. Paul Kavanaugh, which is just going to go out to his brothers, two brothers that played on the Blues together. Is that true? The Blues. And Desmond Howard, Heisman winner. And I think I'm just going to stop there. Yeah, let's do that.
Right. Chase, what do you got?
All right. Well, to show you off my side of the trade with Mike, I got a Sherry Henderson photo, a Predator photo signed by both Olivia Munn and Boyd Holbrook. Let's see if I can get those up there.
Nice. I once had a discussion with Olivia Munn on TV.
And then my Daredevil photo there. And then my purchase that I got, one purchase, is a card from my Rough Riders set. I sent the card out. TTM never got it back and wanted to buy the card from my set. And it was cheaper to buy the card signed than it was to buy it unsigned. So bonus. Couple spring trainings. I got AJ Hinch, Astros manager, signed 2. Martin Perez, now with the Twins. Got Gary, I guess that's Melky.
You know you're getting old when you hear somebody's name and you think, oh, who they playing for nowadays? And you're like, oh, he's the manager? I'm like, uh-oh. I'm getting old.
Yeah. And this one, I'm just going to say Mr. Lin because, yeah, I can't pronounce that name.
It's Sule Lin.
Suju is what I said.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he signed 2 for me. Got a Jared Eichhoff that I don't know if you can see that. My post office decided to bend in half. Mm-hmm. Andrew Stevenson, Signed 1 and 2.
Gypsy Queen.
And then, let's see, Freddie Benavidez on my 91. So,
Oh,
Troy,
nice.
if you need him,
Nice.
yeah, he signed 2. And then Gary Pettis signed 3. These are all spring training here as well. And then let's see, I got one NASA return, Mark Kelly.
Uh-oh, there you go, Henry. Henry's in chat.
Yeah, there's your astronaut, Henry.
He signed 2.
He spoke at my brother's commencement.
Henry did?
Yeah, Henry. No. Mark Kelly.
Oh.
I got a Dan Shore signed
Nice.
from Tron.
Tron.
Yeah, he signed the photo, and then my DVD cover he signed there, which is already signed by Bruce Boxleitner and Cindy Morgan.
Love the silver Sharpie on that.
So yeah, it turned out real well. He also filled out one of my questionnaires. So, and then one I got today, Alan Cumming.
Oh, that's nice. Talk. So hold it up again. My fat ugly face.
Which one? This one?
Alan Cumming. Go ahead. Talk.
Yeah, that one was from an off-Broadway play which ended on the 31st. So it's no longer available that address. But that's all I got. So yes, Troy
boy.
Sweet. So I missed the last episode. Sorry about that. I was in
So
San
here's
Diego.
100 TTMs. I swear we'll get on with the show in an hour, guys.
Yeah, really. I'll just show a few. So since spring training just ended, we'll do some spring training. Corbin Burns signed 2 of 2. Richard Blyer. Oop, got some glare there. That's the problem with having all these lights.
That's not glare. That's focus issue, my friend.
Zane, maybe you could help me with this one. He signed 2 of 2. Here's the first one from Ramon Laureano. This one's okay.
No, that's pronounced.
No, here's what you need to help me out with. I sent the silver pack card, and I kind of forgot to. Is there anything you could do to like prep the card or anything?
I don't know. I heard there was a rumor of a thing you could do, but
at first I thought he only signed 1 of 2, and then I looked closer, and he did try, but I just took the last of it off. But
should have done that one thing that I forget what it's called, but
Ryan Barecki.
Is that
Ryan Barecki? I got a bunch of Blue Jays in this time, which is awesome because you don't have to send all the way to Canada.
Not players. You just got boxes of dead Blue Jays in the mail. It was weird thing.
Canada?
Clayton Richard, Padres. Too bad Stacy's not here. Signed 2 of them. Blake Trinan.
Rest in peace, Stacy.
JC Ramirez. And again, these are all from spring training. Jose Leclerc. Chance Adams, who I'm compiling my list of best signers for spring training, and Chance is up there near the top. Brandon Marr, Jonathan Viller, and local Des Moines boy, now on the Nationals. Not a real good signer, but I seem to have good luck with them. Jeremy Hellickson, and I really like the this one.
Yeah, they came out nice. Ginter cards, those gypsy cards, stuff like that. Those always turn out pretty nice.
So I did get some for the set. Not much to write home about. 2 with donations. Ryan Sandberg, $5, and Joe Carter, I think, was $5. And then just a few other ones to add to the set that I'll be doing for Zane Dickie. Right there.
Dickie.
Did you send that one to Puerto Rico?
Yes.
Did you pay for that one? Or?
Dickie, you just wanted me to say that again.
No, because I have a bunch. He signed for me. He charges me $10 every time, and I have 2 more cards actually going out to him.
Troy, tell us about your Dickie.
Yeah, I sent $10 to Puerto Rico
For a Dickie.
Yeah.
Careful. They're cracking down on that lately.
Okay. And
Just
real
in Jupiter, Florida.
and real quick for Mr. Summers, some hockey. Scott Arneal. Randy Cunningworth hooked me up. I think I sent these two. Gary Suter signed 3. Actually included one of his own. I sent 2. Bob Carpenter only signed 1 of 2.
Local guy.
John Carter. You'll notice most of these are the scorecards because that's the only hockey cards I ever bought.
Those look
He
good.
coming with the Bruins. I like it.
Sean Chambers. 2 from Russ Courtnall. Or is that right? Russ Courtnall. Yeah. And 3 from Craig Wallanen. So that was real quick, but I'm pretty much down to people I have to pay for the 91 Don Russ. So it's kind of slowing down there.
Fun. Well, maybe if you get a list up on your website, people can help you out. Do some trades.
Yeah, I started a list. I thought I was farther along than I was. Out of 700,
Still, though, you knock them off. It takes time. And
out of 700, I still need about 350 to 400. So
yeah. So is that website up on your Is that?
yeah, it's
list
on
your-
ttmautograph.com. So.
Yeah. So if you want to work something out with Troy, maybe do some trades, go to his website. Mike, where are you standing on being able to hear us, bro?
It's a Christmas miracle.
Oh,
Andy
you got us
Summers,
all,
I can hear you.
dude.
No,
12
I
times the
can't
charm.
hear him.
Oh, now Andy can't hear you. Well,
Damn.
Andy, you're just gonna have to. I don't know what.
All right.
You guys must be on the same wavelength or something. So if somebody can hear, the other person can't. I don't
All
know
right,
what's going on.
do me a favor. Send him a message right now and tell him Tampa Bay is getting eliminated in the first round because they suck. Let him know that.
He can hear you.
No, he can't.
Yeah,
Oh, I can.
he can. He can hear you now. You can't hear him now. It's switched around.
Yeah.
The shoe is on the other foot, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's time for
Wow,
my
we have
it's time for my returns, everybody.
We have some pucking going on here.
Okay, so I only got a couple things to show off. I said I was going to show off something really cool this week. I've decided to hold off on that again because I'm actually writing a letter back to the person, and I don't want that place to get flooded. So I will show off the really, really cool return once I'm comfortable doing that. It may be a month. So sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Stop signing, you'll show it.
It's a really cool one. It's something that people would flood in like 2 seconds. So, and it's about time I got something done with this stupid small card project that didn't work out. So this thing I'm gonna show off, I freaked out because I thought I had something like amazing, one of the coolest things I've ever owned. I got a Jim Irwin signed book in, which is normal for me. I sell them, and this was inside of it. And somebody wrote on it, Jim Irwin carried this to the moon with him. I like it very much for coping with unknown situations here as well. So I'm like, holy crap! I have something that flew to the moon. So I'm like, I fly to my computer. I'm like, okay. So this is like a flyer of a poem. And it's not unheard of back in the day for astronauts to carry certain things on their flights so they could sell them later. Actually, there's a scandal with this flight, Apollo 15, where all the astronauts actually took first day covers with them, flew them to the moon. They weren't supposed to have them, then sold them and signed them and numbered them. And those sell for like up to $50,000, some of them nowadays. So I got this and I'm like, I had to figure this out. I couldn't find anything like this that said it had been sent to the moon. So my guess is that this was not sent to the moon, but I know this poem was sent to the moon on a microfilm. So I guess Jim Irwin took this poem to the moon and left it on the moon, a piece of microfilm. So I guess that survives on the moon surface or whatever. But so this was not sent. This was not on the shuttle Apollo 15, sadly. I was disappointed, but I got another cool thing to show you. This was a purchase and a super unique autograph. I don't think any of you guys have this kind of autograph in your collection. And that's saying something because these guys have massive collections, okay? So I have something you guys probably don't have. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is Nick Vucevic, and he is a motivational speaker. And he has no arms and I believe no legs. So I have a signed book by Nick. Sadly, it has a previous owner inscription. It was a kid. I'm guessing this was signed at a motivational speech, and the kid kind of drew in it and stuff. But there's Nick's signature right there. At first, I was thinking it might have been a stamp, like he took his mouth and stamped it. But there's too much. You can actually see the stopping points on the back. So he probably signed it with a Sharpie with his mouth. So I put the question to you guys. You guys have any signatures that were signed via mouth? Nope, nothing.
Nope.
Didn't think so. So I got something you guys ain't got. And
I've seen lip prints before, but not a signature.
That's true. I have seen lip prints. But when it comes to autographs, this is kind of a unique one. So I thought I'd show that off.
I got a foot guy someplace.
A what?
A foot guy. He signed it with his foot. He was like an Olympian, like a
This guy even got any
Olympian. Feet? Yeah, he does the bow and arrow for the Olympics. He has no arms.
Okay.
So he signed it with his foot.
You got one that's
close, halfway there,
but not a cigar. This last thing, I was cleaning some stuff out, and I came across this. And this is not a unique item, but it's something that I wanted to see if our viewers. This is going to be for YouTube only. This little thing here. I'm going to show you something, and I want you to put in the YouTube comments. This is a contest. I want you to put in the YouTube comments what you think this is. Do not say what it is if you know and you're on the show. So put in the chat what you think this is, and if you get it right, I'll pick from whoever gets it right, and I'll show you what you win. But this is the object right here. Okay. So this is something that an object you probably have in your house. And I'll leave it at that. So if you know what this is, put it in the comments down below on the YouTube video. If you're listening to the podcast, you can go to YouTube and do this. Obviously, you can't see it via audio. But I'm going to go ahead and give away for this. Whoever gets it right, and I'll pick a random winner out of who gets it right. A Taryn Manning certified auto. She's on Orange is the New Black and as Pennsatucky. So I'll send that to you if you get it right. Again, just answer down below on what this is. Don't say it in chat either. That's it for my returns. I just wanted to throw that in as a fun little extra for today. I guess we didn't really need extras because our returns lasted like 45 minutes. Great job, guys, keeping that content flowing. But we're going to move to the Collector's Chronicles, and today we're doing another origin story. And this is the origin story of Chase. Chase, how did you get into the hobby?
Oh, wow. It was many years ago, I guess you could say, back in 1982. I don't know how many of the viewers or listeners that are actually born at that time, but I was at the time I was 4, and my dad took me to a car dealership and got a couple autographs from, at the time, Rangers. There was Jim Sundberg and Al Oliver. So that was my first autograph. I got a baseball and then 2 little like pictures that they had sitting at the table. And I vividly remember that because, I got there, was excited about going. And, this is back when the Rangers had their powder blue jerseys. And I started crying because there weren't real Rangers there. They weren't in uniform. Of course, I had to be explained that, hey, they don't wear their uniforms all the time. But that was my first autographs. And then I can remember like 86, 87, going to Ranger games, going down by the dugout, getting autographs by players. And then my first TTM ever, I opened up a program, Rangers program. In the back, they had the list of all the addresses for all the stadiums. And I thought, I'm going to write a letter to the stadium. I thought this was the first time anybody's ever done anything like this. So I sent off. Let's see. I can remember it was Kirby Puckett, Cal Ripken Jr., and Ozzie Smith. And I think there's a couple others, but I got stickers and stuff, like the pre-printed signatures back from all of them. Now, Ozzie Smith sent me my card back signed. That was the first TTM I ever got. And then after that, I was sending out to stadiums. And then once, excuse me, once Star Archive came around, found that signed up, and which is now Star Tiger, and been going from there. I've done in-persons for like conventions and like at games, but that's really all the in-person experience that I've had is at Ranger games and Rough Rider games and things like that. But
it's so funny that like almost every person that's on this show was on Star Archive back in the day. Like nobody's like, well, fanmail.biz, I got my start there. No, it's like always Star Archive. It amazes me how big of a market share and how, like, I guess heads above everything it is. And like we don't get paid to say that or
Right.
anything. We're just telling it like it is.
Yeah. Well, back when we started, Chase, you, me, we all started with Star Archive. I thought the biggest place was that Contact Any Celebrity back in the day. So I always thought Star Archive was this little known thing, and now it's like the place, So
well, obviously, Marcus built the database the right way. Like he had it where it was easily accessible. It wasn't forum based. Like there were so many advantages to it. But I just find that interesting that we were all there at the same time. Like
nobody knew each other at that time either.
Yeah. I don't know. It's still crazy to me. But thanks for the story, man. That's awesome. That's so funny. It's used to think they wore the jerseys everywhere.
Well, I was 4. I would have been 5 that December, but
I was gonna make a joke and be like, and Chase was 23 when he thought this.
Oh no, I'm not that old. I'm getting up there, but I'm not that old.
Let's go ahead and move to some fanatic feedback, and we got 3 questions for today. This is coming from Brad. He asked, "Do you think the TTM hobby will ever cease to exist?" No, because there's always going to be like the lower level people that sign. Like no matter, even if like the A-listers, they really don't sign anymore unless you like pull a trick. The B-listers are usually on the con circuit, or the B and C listers, let's be honest, are on the con circuit and are getting paid now to sign, so they're less likely to sign now. They may sign with a different signature or through their agencies. And now we're hitting the D-listers. And I think the D and the E listers are always going to be there. I can't see anything really pushing them out of signing for free. And also historical figures that are forgotten and only remembered like usually after they pass away. Those kind of guys will probably always sign. Military and like some of those kind of influential people, civil rights icons, stuff like that. And there's always going to be those kind of people that were pop culture icons that faded away really fast, that are just happy somebody remembers who they are. So what do you guys think?
I don't think it's ever going to go away, but I think it's a roller coaster ride. It's, it has these ups, downs, peaks. And I think we're on a down right now, because I've gotten a couple rejection letters from people, and I saw today somebody posted Jimmy Carter has stopped signing. I don't know if it's true, but you're seeing the people that are almost guaranteed TTM signers starting to be like, I'm not going to sign this. And
I would think that would be a health issue before a choice issue, don't you think?
It could be, but I think I've seen a decline in some of the returns of people that are guaranteed. So I think it's down, and it'll go back up. People will sign, so I don't think it's ever going away.
Yep. Yeah. Anybody else got any opinions?
I think it's going to keep going. It's just the thing that I think will stop is the Hollywood Collector Show. I think that's going to stop soon, just because if you haven't been there lately, everybody there is very, very old. And, nobody these days wants to pay for like $50 for the two twin girls that were in one Star Trek: The Next Generation episode.
Yeah.
I think people saw an opportunity for guest stars.
This is
from
about
one
TTMs,
show.
Troy.
Yeah, I know, but still, I mean, autograph collecting in general. But TTMs, I think they'll always be someone signing. But
So what you're saying? Once those girls don't have a gig signing,
they'll
at
sign
the-
TTM.
They'll sign TTM. That's your point.
I was trying to
Swing it
tie
back
it in
around.
there. Yeah,
Swing
I was
it
trying
back
to
around.
tie
I
it
see
in.
what you're doing there. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
the only way it's going to stop is if U.S. mail gets stops.
Yeah.
Or gets too expensive to do.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna agree with what Michael said if I could hear a word he said. So I totally agree.
he said Andy's a nerd and a dork.
I just watched you guys' facial expressions and nodded, so I nodded too. So
Can you only hear me?
no, I hear everyone but him.
Oh, okay.
But that's
Well,
a
we're-
Tampa Bay thing. So
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to our next question, which we shall promptly ignore. DK asks, "Uncanceled stamps? Do you or don't you?" And the next question,
totally wrong.
we don't talk about uncanceled stamps here, just due to
Technically illegal.
yes. I would not get caught doing it. That would be a bad thing. Next question is from Brad, and he asks, "Have you guys ever attempted to get a multi-signed item through the mail? If so, how long did the project take?" And I know we all have tried this, probably. I know majority of us at least. I'll just tell you my horror story of getting like 6 Dodgers on an Ebbets Field photo. They all played at Ebbets Field back in the 40s and 50s. And then I sent it to Andy Pafko, and he gets sent to a nursing home like the next week, and I never see my photo again. So that's always a risk on multi-signed items. But I can tell you some successes too. Also Dodger based. There was a time period when I first started where a majority of the 50s Dodgers were still alive and a majority signed, and almost all of them signed like if you paid a fee. The only ones that weren't alive were like let's see, it was Jackie Robinson, obviously, and like Roy Campanella. Those were the two big ones that obviously were passed away. Anyways, I got 1952 World Series cards, and I believe I got them signed by 9 or 10 people. Some were Dodgers, some were Yankees. I think Don Zimmer played on one of those teams, on one of those Dodgers teams. So that one came through, and I got everybody I could, and that was a really awesome card that I promptly sold like a year later for like $30, like an idiot. So okay, anyways, you guys got any stories on multi-assigned items?
I am not a multi-sign guy. I've done it a couple times.
I have zero problem trying to get multi-signed. I've done that Ebbets Field thing with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And Roy Campanella was a great signer back in the day, by the way. That's how long I've been doing this. I actually got him a couple times, which is pretty bad. But you know what? I always roll the dice. I do send out a lot more than I really need to. So when I send out something for multi-signing, I kind of forget about it. So I'm not like attached to it. So if I never see it again, I kind of forget that I actually did send something to be multi-signed. Like I have a lot of dual signed cards that I've sent out with one guy on it and never got it back, but I completely have forgotten if I even did send it. So,
but you probably also got 2 other cards from that guy signed because you send like 2 or 3 to the same guy.
Exactly.
So it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but I have no problem. I know the risk. I'm willing to try to send to multi-sign. I have no problem. I think it looks nicer. But if it's like a picture that probably reaches over 10, I probably would be a little wary about doing it. But if Star Tiger is saying that this guy definitely does sign in under 2 weeks, I'm definitely going to do it though.
Henry S says, "Didn't Don Zimmer's wife sign?" Yes, she did. So like I think that actually that card was signed by his wife, which is the gall of the woman, like to ruin a piece like that. But I actually got an authentic Zimmer a year before he died by basically saying, I know you have a secretary. I think I said secretary signed for you, but I really need this item signed authentically for my set. If that's not possible, please send it back unsigned. And he actually signed it authentically. So, and then I promptly sold that. So Andy interrupted Mike because he can't hear Mike. Mike,
sorry.
no, it's all good, Andy. What are you saying, Mike?
I'll do it again right now too. So back up.
No,
All right, guy.
yeah, I'll do some hand signals for you, Summers. I'm not a multi-sign guy. I've done it a couple times with wrestlers. I've sent to Demolition, Axe, and Smash. They're both good guys that sign. But if I get something in, if it's a dual signed, it's usually because I sent to one person and there's two people at the same address. Like I was hoping Rob Zombie would have his wife signed. So that's how I get dual signed.
Right. Oh, I'm really envious of your love you have for each other. You know, that's what I usually put if I want a dual signed wife and husband team. Troy Boy or Chase?
No, the only multi-sign ones that I have is if I send a cast photo and the person decides, hey, get everything to sign, get other people to sign. So
that's a good point. If you're sending to Broadway shows and you have sometimes people make friends on TV shows and they will be cast together on Broadway shows. I had this happen with John Larroquette and Candice Bergen. And if you realize that two people are in a play together and they were on a TV show together, if you send like a poster or like a DVD cover of that show, sometimes one person will get the other person to sign it. Because I got John Larroquette to get Candice Bergen to sign a photo of Boston Legal back in the day. So
yeah,
fun little tip.
But I don't usually send something out twice, just because I normally send one thing of
non-risk takers. Come on,
Yeah.
Chase. What you got? You got any of this?
Yeah, I'll send out like if there's a card that's got two people on it. Actually, as a matter of fact, I just sent one out today. The 91 Fleer set. It's got there's one that's got Ryan Sandberg and Andre Dawson both on it.
Yeah.
I already had Sandberg signed, and I sent it off to Dawson today. I've 1, 2, 3 is kind of. If I get 3 things, they had to be really good signers for me to send it out to a fourth person. I think recently I had a Star Trek Enterprise cast photo that I already had 4 signed on it. I sent it to Scott Bakula. He's a pretty good signer. Got it signed, came back. I'm not going to send it out. I need one more person to sign it to have it complete, but I won't send it out unless,
There's always you could always do a somebody that's going to a con. You could always send it to them and do it that way. That's the safe way, I guess you can put it. So,
all right, here you go, Chase. That's what it looks like when it comes back.
That's the card right there. Yeah,
that's great. All right, so that's the 3 questions for today. Remember, you guys can always go to our website, autographersanonymous.com, and send some fanatic feedback. Just hit the button on the right, and we'll answer your questions on air. To the giveaway. So last show, we gave away Stephen Matt's, I believe it was an 11x14, signed. And the giveaway winner is actually in our chat right now. So congratulations, John Snyder. Woo-hoo! You have won. We'll get that Stephen Matt's autograph photo out to you ASAP. And you guys are going to blow your... What is Andy doing?
I'm putting stuff away, all right?
Dude, you're the new Michael in the paper noises. But if anybody remembers our first show, Michael, he had his mic on. He wasn't actually using his mic; he was using his laptop mic. And yeah, there you go. That's all we heard was paper noises.
Mr. Paper Sounds.
Mr. Paper Sounds.
I'm just peed off that John Snyder won that one. I'm sorry.
Congratulations,
keep
John.
correcting me. I'm not happy. So.
So this new giveaway is for a really amazing piece, and it has a story behind it. So I'm going to tell that right now. I got in a product that I was going to sell. It was a Buzz Aldrin signed book. When I got the book in, it wasn't a signed book. It was a signed photo that was glued into a book. And usually what I do in that case, and it was also inscribed, I was going to make a matte piece out of it. because it sells for more and it's a better looking piece than a photo glued into a book. So I just kind of started ripping the photo out, and then I had a freaking heart attack because somebody had glued the photo over a previous Buzz Aldrin signature, and this cut autograph is what is left. It has 3 marks that were tore through the signature, including one that went through all the way through the paper. So here is what's left, guys. And this is what I'm giving away today. You can have a Buzz Aldrin autograph that looks like crap. So if you want a Buzz Aldrin autograph in your collection and you want it for free, you're going to want to enter today's contest. Now, all you guys know, to enter our official giveaway, just go to our website, autographersanonymous.com, click the giveaway button on the right-hand side. Pretty much our website is where you do everything. So if we ever tell you to do something, that's where you go. And fill out the form and answer this question: glossy or matte? If you don't know what we mean, we're talking about photos. Do you like glossy photos signed or do you like matte photos signed? It's kind of the form letter handwritten debate when it comes to actual signatures. There's some good points on both sides. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about that, or you want to save it for the next show since we're already an hour in?
I'll save it.
We'll save it. So we'll talk about that on the next show and go through some of your answers. By the way, I wish we had time to go through your answers for the giveaway this week. I didn't print them out, and they were kind of funny. It was which celebrity do you hate and why? So there were some pretty good ones. Maybe I'll try to get those together for next show too. But this is just running too long. We got some nominations for the case against coming up here, so we got to get to those. Anyways, guys, like I said, if you want to win the Buzz Aldrin, go to our website, autographersanonymous.com. Okay, the case against nominations, we're here to discuss. We have 6 nominations that were thrown out by the group. We have to whittle that down to 2. And then once we have that whittled down to 2, you guys will have 2 weeks to vote and pick who we are doing the case against. And don't try to pull the crap you did last time where we had the same amount of votes and we had to do both. Not cool. Making us work harder. So the nominations for the case against are Whoopi Goldberg, Shaquille O'Neal, Patton Oswalt, Bob Dole. Bob Dole's always going to be on there. He should be on every single one. Seriously, I want to do Bob. I want to do Bob Dole so bad. Carrie Fisher / Debbie Reynolds. So we said Carrie Fisher, then Mike brought up, I think, Debbie Reynolds, and you can't really do Carrie Fisher without doing Debbie Reynolds because there's a conspiracy theory out there that covers both. So that's one option: Carrie Fisher / Debbie Reynolds. And then another really good one, Hank Aaron, which he signed TTM for years. He was hit and miss, but he was. There's been a lot of discussion around those signatures. So, is there any of you guys want to mark off right off the bat?
Bob Dole.
No,
Bob Dole.
No, Patton Oswalt, I think, is not in the news right now.
Bob Dole.
not big enough.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Could you hear me mark it off?
Yeah.
Was it really loud? Sorry.
Yeah.
Here, I'll move it over here. Sorry about that for our audio listeners. So we have Whoopi, Shaq, Bob Dole, Carrie Fisher / Debbie Reynolds, and Hank Aaron.
How many do we need?
Hank Aaron's in. He's actually signed a few lately.
That's one of the reasons I
people
brought
have been
him up.
saying they just got him back. So
Yeah, you're right. I did see that. Yeah, I forgot about that. He did sign a few lately.
because I'm actually pretty tempted to try it because it's I got some preprints.
Well, if we do this,
preprints, preprints,
got
reprint
that.
cards. I just want to get out to him, so I might
He
actually
sent-
give that a whirl.
he sent me a pre-printed 8x10 one time, and he signed. He signed for me twice. Supposedly, we'd have to do the case against to figure out if we actually believe that or not. And he sent me a reprint.
Well, I can dig up my I got him at a signing probably like 25 years ago, so I can dig that one up.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Like the two glaring ones that are most interesting, I think obviously are Carrie Fisher / Debbie Reynolds and Hank Aaron. But we have Whoopi, Shaq, and Bob Dole on the other end. Does anybody want to?
I want Whoopi.
Does anybody want to fight for their hero?
Fight for your Whoopi.
You want to fight for your Whoopi?
Are you going to do it all for the Whoopi?
Oh, that's gonna have to be the sign next week. Do it all for the Whoopi.
I thought it was $10 Dickies.
$10 Dickies, man. Puerto Rico. Come on. We need to hear your hear you defend Whoopi. And why she should overtake somebody that I just mentioned.
I think everybody agrees that Shaq is not dumb. So
I think the consensus is Shaq is secretarial.
Yeah.
So we'll mark him off.
Especially when they're coming direct from his, was it the My Foundation, in his own envelopes. I mean, they don't even use your own safes.
And I think there was some evidence that he signed from areas that he wasn't at. I'm pretty sure there was some evidence that was brought out.
And he's signing in like under 2 weeks. I mean, for his, like, even during the season when he's on was a TNT and traveling for that, I mean, he's coming back way too fast.
Yep. Whoopi, Bob Dole, Carrie Fisher / Debbie Reynolds, and Hank.
No. Bob Dole's gone already.
Aaron.
You already crossed him off. We heard it.
We haven't.
Yes, sir.
Who's Bob Dole?
I heard the pen.
We haven't, my friend. He's still there. I have the official sheet. You have to convince me. Okay, I'll agree Bob Dole this time. Just
I thought
because
there was a debate before that his wife was signing. Wasn't that like someone who got him during the funeral or?
That's the debate, is that Bob Dole's wife signs for him.
So it's already been determined.
No, no, it hasn't. Because nobody says that Bob Dole is secretarial. That's like a very fringe. That's like Debbie Reynolds before it was like popular to say Debbie Reynolds was suspected, which is who she's also on the list.
You know that running bit that Jimmy Kimmel does with Matt Damon, where he bumps him on the show every week?
Yeah.
That's our Bob Dole.
That's our Bob Dole. Okay, fine. One day he's going to win. One day you guys are going to come up with crap nominations, and Bob Dole is going to win this thing.
Carrie Fisher and Hank Aaron.
See, that
sounds good to me.
That's how I feel. And it all depends
Vote it up.
It all depends on Andy defending his Whoopi. He's not defending her.
No, because I don't trust these. I don't think they came back legit.
Yeah, but I mean, no, it's not that. You're supposed to like.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
they work. They're good.
No, you're supposed to defend the. I don't care about like you thinking they're real or not real. You're supposed to say this is why it would make a good.
Okay. We do the case against in the next show, Andy.
Yeah, exactly. Andy's just like, it's fake. I did my research.
I already know it.
Okay, well, I'm overruling you, Andy. We have so many people on board for Hank Aaron and Carrie Fisher / Debbie Reynolds.
Let's do it.
Those are the two we're picking.
All right.
Okay.
And Bob Dole.
Bob Dole will carry on till the next nomination.
I heard Steven Stamkos does a lot of ghost signing too.
Who? Who?
Tampa Bay lady. He's throwing some hockey reference.
I just have to go
for hockey.
I just have to go in there.
Hockey nerds. Okay, Carrie Fisher / Debbie Reynolds is one choice, and Hank Aaron is the other. You can vote, guys. You're listening to this podcast. You're watching it on YouTube. You're listening to it on iTunes, Stitcher, wherever. You can go vote. It's going to be. We have one on our website. We have one on Twitter, and we have one on Facebook. So go vote. Put your votes in, and we'll see who wins. I have a suspicion I know who's going to win. No, I don't, actually. I don't know. It could go either way. I could see we have a lot of sports fans in our listener group, so we'll see. Go vote, and next show You have 1 week to vote. No, I said 2 weeks before. I was wrong. You had 1 week to vote, and then
Oh.
that gives us 1 week to prep for the case against, which will be on the next show 2 weeks from now. That's it. That's the show. I told you guys it was going to be a cluster. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't as chaotic, but we had some fun, had some laughs, had some jokes, which is appropriate the day after April Fool's Day. I want to remind you guys to go check out Fanatic Feedback on our website, autographersanonymous.com. Click Fanatic Feedback, ask us a question, we'll answer it on the show. Basically, that whole right bar. You can go do everything involved with the show on that one bar on the right on our website. And then time to promote stuff. So let's start with Andy since he keeps interrupting people.
Oh, I can't help. I can't hear anyone. All right. Someday in the near future, I might do a recap video on YouTube. Probably not, but I've been toying around with the little business adventure coming up for autograph related stuff. And once I kind of get my head out of my rear and get this moving, I will let you guys know about a good opportunity for set builders to get guys that they normally can't get.
Fun. Dude, almost all of us have projects now. I think like Chase is the only one without a project at this point.
Oh, I've got too many projects.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you're also a newbie, so like it takes some time because now you're on the show and you're gonna be like, oh, we have these listeners and they can actually interact and well, you can actually do something here and I want to do some. But yeah, I'm with you. Like at this point, I'm like anything extra, I'm just like no. It's sports season, baseball season's coming up for the kids, and it's like. But Chase, you got anything to promote? Other than your YouTube?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, just check out my Chasing Ink on YouTube, and that's all I got.
Yeah, Chase makes some great videos, by the way. Yep, and that's about time for Chase to go to bed. Don't worry, Chase. It happens to all of us. So Chase has some great Q&A videos where he sends the forms out to the players and has them do the Q&A forms, and then he does a video dedicated to that and the answers. So go check those out. They're really cool. Troy Boy.
Yo, well, the only video I've uploaded lately was 7 years in the making. So if you go to my channel, which is TTM Autograph on YouTube, I finally did a how to send a TTM video. Finally.
I saw that. It was pretty good.
Thanks. And that is pretty much what I have right now. And hopefully some more spring training stuff will come in.
You don't have a special bit.ly link that goes straight to that video?
Not yet. No.
Be a good thing to have so you could throw it to people straight there.
So you could go to ttmautograph.com/how and that will go straight to that video in about 5 minutes from now.
Okay, gotcha. Good job. So Michael.
I promise I'll get it going. Chase, thank you for the donation, but www.autographsforacure.com. I promise I'll start getting stuff uploaded, just busy. Troy, fantastic video, by the way.
Thanks,
Andy Summers, you can suck it. Stacy Schaefer, we miss you.
Stacy.
Yeah, Stacy. Yeah. Come back, bro. We need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6 people on the show. I'm just saying our numbers went up after Stacy left. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, ouch.
When Michael talks, can I get like subtitles so I can follow this?
Oh, he actually talked crap about you, and this time I'm not actually kidding. But yeah, Stacy, come on, where are you, bro? Come back.
We miss you, Stacy.
Yeah, co-founder of Autograph Weekly, kind of co-founder of this. He was around for a few weeks. We need him back. So for me, the Savage Library on eBay, I sell autographs, new business strategy, sell stuff quick. That means it's cheaper for you. Go buy some stuff, you want to. And fabric fobs, pieces of celebrity clothing and keychains. It's a good gift idea if you have somebody that's a fan of a TV show or something. I'm getting a lot more TV shows like Big Bang Theory stuff. I got like Cast cast keychains. So I just recently just did a Parks and Rec keychain that's got a piece of shirt from like Amy Poehler, Audrey Plaza, Chris Pratt, and Nick Offerman. So like 4 of the main characters all in one keychain. It's quite expensive for that one because obviously the fabric's rare. But if you want some of the cheaper stuff, there's a lot of cheap stuff there too. We have like almost 900 items at this point.
Nice.
So there's a lot to choose from. All right, that's it. I'm done promoting. Everybody else is done promoting. Go check out our stuff, and you take care, all of you autograph addicts. Goodbye.